Namaste yogis, my name is Lisa and welcome to my channel. We have a lot of things going on in the world right now, change of seasons and uncertainty. So it's so good that you were able to unroll the mat. So let's begin our practice today in child's pose. So I want you to take your knees as wide as the mat, bring your toes to connect, and allow the arms to stretch out in front of you, allowing the torso to release. And just bring your attention to your breath. Just breathe slowly and deeply. And with each breath, see if you can relax a little bit more deeply into your child's pose. Feeling the ground below you. Breathing into your back body, all of the breath through the nose and all of the breath out of the nose. So today we're going to thread the needle in our child's pose. So keeping the right arm where it is, I want you to take your left palm up towards the sky, and I want you to thread it underneath towards the right side of your mat and start to walk like a little spider walk with the right arm to the front of the mat, and then just let the left shoulder melt down, just feeling this beautiful opening, getting a nice stretch into the left shoulder. Any tension that you're holding in those shoulders, let it just release and drop into the earth, so that you can feel light, you can feel healthy and vibrant. And then we'll switch sides. Take your right hand now and go ahead and thread it underneath towards the left side of your mat, palm facing up towards the sky, and then resting the right cheek down to the earth. Spider walk that left hand towards the front of the mat, just getting this gentle twist. Breathing into the upper back, letting the hips melt to the earth. And we'll take one more breath, and then slowly release. Spread your fingers nice and wide, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So allow yourself to just walk your dog. Let's just take it for a walk today, bending and straightening the leg, maybe moving the hips from side to side. And then just allow yourself to really come into stillness, even if you need to move the head a little bit. Loosen up through the neck. Feel all finger points press down, especially your thumb and index finger. And then from that point, allow the sitting bones to lift high up to the sky, getting this beautiful extension. The gaze going to the back of the mat or towards your navel. Let your heart melt to the earth. And we'll walk our feet towards the front of our mat, and we'll ragdoll. So make sure those second toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. And I want you to let your head get extremely heavy here. Just let it hang. And a very gentle side to side release. Continue to fill up the body with your breath. When we can focus on our breath, it allows us to come into the present moment, connecting the mind and the body, and then we can find peace. Not worrying about the future causing anxiety and stress, the unknown. Switch the arm that's on the bottom, and then one more time, just a gentle swaying. We'll take our hands to our shin bones and lift up halfway. Pull the heart center forward. Allow the tailbone to release back. Engage your navel. And then drape the torso over the thighs. Press into the feet, extended mountain. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky as the tailbone releases down. Now stretch up. Lift the heart space up towards the sky. And then exhale, release, forward fold. We'll warm up with some sun salutations. Inhale halfway, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Hold your plank for a moment. Allow the tailbone to release towards the heels and send the crown of the head forward. Lift up the belly, protect your lower back. Keep breathing. Slowly and deeply, Ujjayi breath, all through the nose, inhaling, all through the nose on the exhale. Come to your tiptoes, look forward like you're gazing over the edge of a cliff, and then bend your elbows, hug your elbows into the rib cage, and we'll take this first one into Cobra. Let the toenails release, let the heart shine forward, lift the chest just so it feels good. Tuck your toes, high hips, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Empty the breath, look forward, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Root into the feet, rise up to the sky. Stretch high, lift your heart. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. If you're gonna hop back, keep the elbows bent. High to low plank, cobra or upward facing dog. Collarbones wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Look forward, bend your knees, get light. Just like a bunny rabbit, springtime, right? Hop your feet, halfway lift, fold forward. Bend your knees now, get low with the tailbone and sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. This is also known as fierce pose. So I want you to feel fierce. I want you to feel the weight into the heels, light on the toes. Pull the belly up and in and stretch those arms a little higher. See if you can sit down a little bit deeper. Stretch up a little higher. Place the hands to the earth with the bent knees. Now straighten the legs, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, vinyasa through. Upward dog on the inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. Step your right foot forward. We'll spin our back foot flat. Heel to heel alignment, rise up, warrior one. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Press down through the feet. Stretch up a little higher. And then release the hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Left foot, big step forward. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Feel your warrior one. Look up, maybe open up through the throat. Stay light in the upper body. As you release, step that left foot back quietly. High to low plank. Use that breath. Exhale all the breath before you come into your cobra or your up dog. And then finish the exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Look forward. Hop or walk, feet to hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Sweep the earth. Sweep the sky. Interlace the fingers, accept the index. Stand up nice and tall. Stretch up with the fingers. Hug the biceps into the earlobes and start to lean over to the right. Contract through the right side of the body and open and stretch the left side. Come back through center. Soften the elbows for a moment. Straighten the arms up, tailbone down. Think of your posture here. See if you can root into your feet and get even taller, and then start to lean over now to the left. Feel the bottom arm extending longer. Feel the right side of the body stretching, getting longer. Come back through center. Now like an angel, open the wings and open the heart space. Lift the chest up. And then exhale back to chair pose. And I want you to take those hands now down to the mat as we set up for crow pose. If crow is not part of your practice, widen your feet and drop down into Malasana squat, yogi squat. Hands coming into heart center as the thumbs touch the heart. So this could be your modification. If you're nervous about crow, you could always put a block in front of you. Take your hands and allow yourself to play, to try. So hands open up wide. Look forward, bring the hips up high, and then let the knees come back to the back of the armpits. Now pull your belly up and in, look forward, that's the key, that's your secret. As you gaze, look forward, belly draws in, feet touch, crow pose. See if you can spread your toes even wide. Think hips high. Now, if you're in Malasana squat, you can step back in vinyasa. If you're with me in crow, if you want to float back, I want you to think heart forward, feet back, land in chaturanga. Go. Upward dog on the inhale, downward dog on the exhale. Let's send our feet to touch our big toes. Let your left heel release to the earth and start to float your right leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Draw the knee into the chest, engage your core, move forward, shoulders over the wrists, dome your back. Stretch your right leg high. Now take your right knee and tap your right elbow, come forward. Engage the belly. Right leg high up and back, three-legged dog. Come underneath the body now, right knee taps the left elbow, keep the left leg super strong. Right leg goes high up and back, and I want you to step it through to warrior one. So as quietly as you can, spin the back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Hands come behind the body, interlace the fingers. Roll your shoulders down your back. Lift your heart space up. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring the right shoulder to the inside of the right thigh and drop the head to the earth. Slowly release the hands down to the mat. Spin off your left foot. Left hand comes to the earth and will open, revolve into twist. See if you can relax your right shoulder down your back and spread those fingers. Just like they're sun rays. Left leg very strong. Cartwheel open into warrior two. Spin the back foot flat and look over that right middle finger. Take one more breath. Cartwheel the arms down and we'll step back, plank pose. High to low. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg floats up to the sky, three-legged dog. Allow those toes to open. point the foot. So it's like a combination of pointing and flexing. Now come forward, knee to nose. Engage your core. Stretch your left leg up and back. Reach back more. Left knee taps the left elbow. Squeeze. Say good morning or good afternoon or good evening, obliques. Left leg high up and back. Come underneath the body and twist it out. Like mentally, physically, emotionally. Squeeze it out. Bring it out. Cleanse yourself. Stretch it up and back. Warrior one. Big step. How'd you do? Inhale, rise up. Hands behind the heart. See if you can let your other thumb come behind you now as you interlace the fingers. Grow tall, lift the heart, and then exhale. Bow into yourself. Let the left shoulder come to the inside of the thigh. Release the back foot, right hand to the earth, and a beautiful open twist. Left hand reaching to the sky, palms expanding and opening up. We'll open up into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So now heel to arch alignment and curl those arms and really sink into your Warrior 2. Find your drishti, your focal point. Connect with your breath. And then release vinyasa. We're going to add on to that. We're going to build on that as we step back and move a little bit quicker. You can skip any of these vinyasas at any time and just meet us in downward dog. When you're ready, right leg to the sky. This time, let's open the hip. Right heel towards the left glutes. Knee to nose on the exhale. Right leg high up and back. Right knee taps the right elbow. Right leg back, three-legged dog. Underneath the body, twist it out. Right leg high up and back. Step it forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Hands behind the body, interlace. Lift the chest, open the heart. Humble warrior, release. Revolve, twist, left hand down. Right hand releases up to the sky. Warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior now. Let this right hand reach up. Stretch it up like it's an antenna. And I want you to know, what are you bringing into your life right now? Side angle pose. Elbow either to the thigh or to the ground as we sweep that left arm over your ear. Maybe you would like to take a bind here. Half bind, left hand to the lower back. Right hand, as long as you can keep the left side of the chest open, maybe that right hand can come underneath the torso. If you have the bind or half bind, release. Slowly turn the body towards the front of the mat and step your back foot in. Allow those toes to point towards 11 o'clock. Lift your chest, pyramid pose. Allow the shin and the chin to draw towards one another. You may want your blocks here if the earth feels far away.
Bend your right knee now. Stand your left leg all the way up to the sky for your standing vertical split. Let your right hand grab your right calf and let your left hip even with your right hip. So you might not lift that leg so high when you do that, but allowing your right hip to draw in and then bring the chin into the shin. Take one more breath here. I want you to plug the left foot in to meet the right. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Root into the feet and rise all the way up to the sky. Bringing your hands into namaste. Single leg extension. So lift the right knee up now towards the sky, and you can keep the knee bent the entire time. See if you can grab a yogi toe lock. So that's taking your peace fingers around your big toe. And then straightening it, keeping the torso and the spine like an extension of the left leg. Take the leg out to the right. Maybe the arm goes to the left. If your balance is really good, start to look over that left shoulder. Bring the right leg down the middle. Keep the feet flexed. Release the hands and stretch the right arm all the way up. Send the right leg behind you, taking those arms with it, and we're going to step back into crescent lunge. Stretch up, reach up high. Let the arms really stretch high. Adjust your feet if need be. See if you can sink down a little bit lower. And then slowly take the hands down to the earth, and we'll step back. High plank, low plank, upward dog, downward facing dog. Let's take a lion's breath. Breathe in, stick out your tongue and look at your third eye. It's so good to keep the throat healthy, release tension, anxiety, and stress. So try it 2 more times. Inhale, breathe in. Stick out your tongue. Can't quite hear you there. Like, let everybody know in your household, you are doing lion's breath. You are roaring. Breathe in. Stick out your tongue. I promise you, you'll feel better. Send your left leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Open the hip this time as the left heel draws towards the right glute. Come down the middle, knee to nose. Engage your core. Now as you take that leg back, see if you can lift it up a little higher. Knee to the left elbow now. Tap it. How high can you get it up there this time? Stretch it up and back. Come underneath the body and twist. Left knee, right elbow. Squeeze it out. Cleanse it. And then step it forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Spin the back foot flat. Find your feet. Get light as you reach up. Hands behind the back, interlace. Shoulders relax. Heart expands. Release. Humble warrior. Let go of the right hand to the earth. Allow yourself to twist open. Revolve. Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel the arms, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Let's just take the left hand up to the sky like it's that antenna. What are you drawing in to your life? Positivity, health, compassion, love. Extended side angle, elbow to the thigh. If you have your block, put your block to the earth. And then stretch that right arm over your ear. So you have this diagonal line from your back pinky toe, and you reach and you stretch. Can you make more space in your body? Say yes. Yes, I can. Today is a new day. Right hand behind the back. Right? The more healthy you become, the better the choices you become for you, and you attract more. It starts with unrolling the mat. Half bind or full bind. Open the chest. Last breath. If you have the bind, release. Spin off your back foot. Step it in, maybe to 1 to 2 o'clock. Give yourself some room so that your hips, you're like on train tracks. Lift the chest rather than a tightrope. And then exhale, bow in. Forward fold. Pyramid pose. Hello, hamstrings. Each breath, see if you can make this like beautiful ocean wave, this undulation. Just a slight lift of the chest. And exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Standing vertical split. So lead your heart. Keep the right hip in level with the left. And then from there, take those toes up. I don't even like to call this pose standing splits, because in my class, as soon as I say that word split, for some reason people freak out. So I always like to say, you're just reaching down and you're tying your shoe, and you never ever want to lose the ability to tie your shoe. Take your left hand to your calf. See how it feels to balance. Can you take your right hand and grab the left? Just try. How'd you do? Step your right foot to meet your left. Stand up nice and tall. Single leg extension. Draw the left knee in now to the chest. Right hand maybe to the hip. Yogi toe lock maybe. And start to send that left leg long. Your spine is an extension of your right leg. Open the leg to the side. Maybe take the arm out. And if you're bouncing around like me, you end up losing your balance. You just come right back into it. Send the left leg forward. Keep it, if you can, at that same height. Pull those toes back. Reach the arms up. Feel the lowest rib drop down. Stretch up higher. Bend your left knee. Step back. Crescent lunge. Tricky transition, but so fun. Now really feel your crescent. Stretch those arms up. Maybe look up. Maybe look back. Take one more breath here. And then slowly release the hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose, pause and hold. Take your right hand to the middle of the mat. Roll to the right edge. So the heels go to the right. Take your left arm up. We're going to take wild thing. So I want you to bend your left knee towards the sky. Lift the hips up. Step your left foot back behind you. Now stamp that right foot down. And like you are zippering up
in front of the body. Start to feel the energy as you open up through the whole front side. Take one more breath here, and then slowly release. Come back to your plank pose. Notice the difference between both sides. Send the left hand to the middle of the mat. Draw the heels now to the left. Stack your legs. Let the left shoulder melt down your back. Take your right knee up to the sky. See how that feels. Left shoulder draws down your back, just like we've been doing in Humble Warrior this whole time. Now quietly step the right foot behind you. Stamp that left foot down. Straighten that leg. Now, like you're zippering up your jacket, zipper up the whole front of your body. Now reach. Stretch that right arm. Open up through the right side of the chest. Take one more breath here. Slowly come back to center into your plank pose. And we'll vinyasa through. High to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hop your feet to your hands. Go. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise. Extended mountain. I'm going to face you here. Eagle pose. Eagle. Arms out to the side. Right arm underneath the left. Wrap once or twice. Sit down like we did in chair. Right leg crosses over the left. Now think of like your knees as like the beak. So notice if your knees are turning to the side. Try to keep the eagle beak facing forward. Squeeze, two legs become one. Elbows up. If that is feeling unstable, then put a block to the outside and let that right foot kickstand on that block. You can wrap once, you can wrap behind the calf, wherever your body allows you today. Accepting where you are in your flexibility. Let's fly away. Eagle left. Left arm underneath the body. Right arm on top. One wrap or two. Take your left leg, cross it over. Sink your hips. Lift the elbows. Watch again the beak. Sit down a little further and release. Dancer pose, right side. Draw the heel towards the glute. Catch a hold of the inseam of the foot. Knee to knee. Left arm up. Okay, I want to see you reach that left arm higher. Yeah, open up here. And then start to send your chest forward and kick that foot back. Dance with the life or journey, right? We never know when life throws us curveballs, and it is throwing us a curveball right now. Use your yoga practice to help you stay calm. Dancer left. Bend your left knee. Grab a hold of that foot. Reach that right arm up. I mean, I want to see that right arm stretch so high. I want to see underneath your armpit. Squeeze the knees together. Let the tailbone release towards the earth. And then find that action. Can you let the belly draw up? Let the heart move forward. Let the foot kick back. Sparkle in your eye. Relax your jaw. Spread your toes. Last breath, you dancers. Awesome. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Option one, to the ground. Calf or the inseam of the foot. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Interlace the fingers. Bring the heels of the hands upward. Shoulders down your back. reaching, and then release. Good. Tree pose left. Option 1, to the ground, to the calf, or grow, right? Trees continually grow. Feel that rooting action of your foot into the earth, past your mat. Feel that energy. And once those roots take hold, right, then we can expand. We can grow upward. We can grow outward. Beautiful trees. Release. Hands to heart center. Awesome. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Reach up. Exhale. Let's move some energy forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Vinyasa through, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Big step, triangle pose, right foot. So I want you to step far enough. And you can use your block here as well in your triangle pose. Remember, you have 3 different heights of your block for your triangle pose. Send the right hip underneath you and stretch the left arm up to the sky. We're going to stand up into star pose. So really find the side of your mat. Turn your toes inward, heels out. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Take your hands now out wide. Come halfway down. And then exhale. Today, I want you to reach the hands through your legs into your wide leg straddle. And keep using those hands to pull the upper body down towards the ground. Keep using the breath. Let the backs of the legs open. I want you to feel the 4 points of your feet. Check in with your feet. Are you pressing down with the big toe? Are you pressing down with the pinky toe? And the same thing with the inner foot and the outer foot. Lift the arches. Last breath here. And release. Walk your hands towards the center of your mat. And we'll step back. Plank. High to low. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Big step with that left foot. Triangle pose. So if you use your block, you might need it on this side. Right? Asymmetrically, our bodies are different. Feel your triangle. Hug your left hip underneath you. At the same time, press your left calf towards the front of your mat and slightly let that right hip draw down. Stand up star pose. All the way up, big star. This time, turn your toes to 10 and 2 and bring your hands into heart center as you melt down into goddess pose. Now, I want you to use this Abhaya Mudra, pushing away fear, bringing in peace, calmness, and love. Push away fear, drawing in peace, love, and compassion, and healing. Push away fear. Last time, hold it. No fear in the body. Only bringing in vitality, health, wellness. Sit lower. Last breath. Stand up nice and tall into your star pose. Bend your left knee. And again, cartwheel the arms to the earth. Come to plank. We're going to lower down and strengthen the back body as we come down for a count of 5, 4, elbows in, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your shoulders down your back. You have 2 options to keep your legs straight, or you can bend your knees. So you can either take locust pose with legs straight, or bend your knees and take bow pose. Interlace, taking the fingers
If you're in locust behind your back, or if you're taking bow pose, thumb on one side of the ankles, four fingers on the other side. All of us roll the shoulders down. Let's lift the chest and start to now lift the legs. Continue to lift the heart space. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Breathe in big. Last breath. And then slowly release. Let the right side of the cheek melt to the earth. Sway your hips right. Sway your hips left. Let your left cheek melt to the mat. Sway your hips left. Sway your hips right. And we're going to take another shoulder stretch here and open up the chest. So I want you to take your right hand directly out from the right side of you. Left hand is going to press down into the earth. Bend your left knee and start to roll to the right. So the foot may just rest here. You may get enough of a stretch into the chest that that's enough. Some of you may be able to continue to press down into the hand so much that the knees point up to the sky, almost like bridge pose. And then the final option is taking the left hand and reaching towards the right. And breathe. Last breath. And then slowly unwind. Take that right leg, straighten if it was bent, roll back onto your belly. Notice the difference between both sides. Left hand releases out to the side. Take your right knee, bend it now towards the left glute. Roll to the left, press with the right hand. Let the left side of the ear just relax down. You don't want to take any tension into the face. And if that's enough, stay here. If your body is inviting you, not your ego, to go further, maybe the knees can point up to the sky and maybe the right hand releases back towards the left. So wherever you're feeling the sensation at this point, I want you to breathe deeply into that sensation. Lengthen your exhale. Let that sensation release, soften. Last breath. And then slowly release that right hand back down. Straighten out through that left leg if it's bent. And then come back to your belly. Ooh, I love that stretch. Hands come right next to the chest here. Relax your shoulders down and just lift your heart, like send the heart through the gateways of the arms. Lift your hips high now and then downward facing dog. Notice how you feel. Now, let's try this now. We've done wild thing. We're going to try to flip our dog. We have opened up this chest, and I really want you to feel this today. Stretch the right leg up again. Open the hip now. Left hand stays super glued. It's almost kind of like you're opening counterclockwise with that left hand. Now keep that super glued. Take the right leg, reach to the left. Let your navel flip up towards the sky. Now see how that feels as the left shoulder blade's able to draw into the back body. The right arm, stretch it. Press down into your feet. Press more into your feet. The more you can press into your feet, the more the whole front of the body can open. Last breath. Now, think navel towards the earth. Release. Back to your three-legged dog. And then back to downward dog. Good. Let's try the other side. Left leg high to the sky. Open the hip. Right hand. So I want you to think like it's opening up a jar slightly. Keep that. Get light on the left hand. Start by maybe even tenting the fingers. feel the action. So the navel's gonna come up to the sky. You're gonna pivot on the ball of your foot, and then you flip your dog. Press down into your feet, bring the shoulders onto your back, and then open up the whole front of your body. Last breath. When you press down into the feet, you can feel the activation of your hamstrings. Come back to three-legged dog. Left leg high. Oh, you're gonna love this pigeon pose. Yay, pigeon. Left leg coming forward. Now, my hips, I'm still working on them. They're probably the tightest part of my body. So, as you'll see, my heel is more towards my pelvis. If your hips are more open, you can start to take the foot so it becomes more parallel. You have options. You can even put your block underneath your hip to help level through the pelvis. I want you to find your back toes and curl them under. Can you interlace your fingers behind your back body and let those knuckles rest onto the back of the hamstring? If it's too much, then just keep your hands on blocks or just let the hands rest to the side. Like a proud pigeon here. Left toes are active. Now that your heart is open, let's start to fold forward with the fingertips up as an offering. As an offering, right? The universe is trying to tell us something with what's going on right now in the world. And maybe it's telling us that we all need a reset in our lives so that we can find inner harmony, the earth can find inner harmony. So here on the yoga mat, find your breath. Allow yourself to give yourself a pause. Reflect on what's going on in your life. And where do you need to, just like you charge, reset your computers and your phones, sometimes we all need a reset. Last full breath here in your pigeon. And start to walk your hands up. Remove the block if you have it. And just step back. Do what's organic. Do you want to just go back to down dog? Do you want to shake out your dog leg? Do you need a vinyasa? What feels good? When you're ready, pigeon on the right. Slowly send that right leg forward to the front of your mat. Knee towards the right wrist, keeping the left foot flexed. I don't know, today my body's wanting to use a block underneath my right hip. Curl the back toes underneath. Hug everything into center. And see if you can either take your hands to your waist, interlace the fingers again. Right? Because I want you to keep your heart open. I don't want you to get closed off in this time. I want you to keep your outlook bright. And when you're ready, start to come forward as an offering to yourself to reset. slowly wake yourself up. Go ahead and remove the block if it's there. Come onto your right hip, and I want you to send your left leg forward so it's straight. Now, maybe I should face you on this so that way you can see what we're going to do. Marichiasana. So the right knee is bent. Left leg is straight. We've opened up the shoulders now. So I want you to try this today. So reach the right arm up to the sky. Remember our antenna. Reach up. Grow taller in the spine. Now start to lean forward. Almost like you're trying to take the hand to the left side of the foot. Now spin your thumb down towards the earth, and I want you to wrap the right arm around the front of the shin. Now that might be enough for you. Some of you can reach back with that left hand, and the hands can find each other. Lift the chest, exhale, fold. Rooting down through the sitting bones, hug the right knee inward. Keep lengthening the spine. Activate those toes. Spread them. Send love to your toes. And then release. How'd it go? Right leg goes long. Left knee points up to the sky. Like really hug it in. Sometimes I have you do this on your back, right? And we press and we work that against the organs. So I want you to feel the length of your spine. We're going to send the left arm, like in the antenna, up to the sky. Reach forward. So the hand, the arm comes inside the left inner knee. Like you're trying to reach past your toes. Now flip your hand down so the thumb is down, and then start to reach around and take that right hand and see if you can find the bind. We'll slowly start to roll ourselves up. And let's come into Navasana boat pose. So I want you to lift the chest, squeeze the legs, and see if you can float the legs up. Maybe the legs straighten. Interlace the fingers like we did earlier, and start to twist to the right. Twist over to the left. Come back down the middle. Breathe in, and slowly come onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Maybe rock a little bit right and left. And then go in the other direction. Let's take the knees over to the left now and take the arm out to the side. Beautiful spinal twist. See if you can lift the side of your head up a little bit more and come more towards the right side of the temple. See how that feels on your neck. And we'll draw the knees back into center. Take the knees over to the right. Take the arm out to the side. Look to the left. Lift the head up and see if you can come more to the left side of the temple. And then slowly come back. We'll finish with a symmetrical pose, happy baby. So take your hands, let's go with the inside of the feet today. And pull those knees down towards the armpits. I want you to feel the weight of the pelvis get so heavy that your entire spine makes an imprint of it on your mat. If it feels good, one last time to open up the legs. And then I want you to squeeze everything into a tight ball, like as tight as you can. Squeeze your face, squeeze every muscle in your body for a count of 3, 2, and release. Shavasana, final relaxation. So let the palms release towards the sky. Let the feet come out to the sides. You are in an area where it's cold, and if you need any comfort clothes to put on top of you or your eyes. And I want you to just release, let go. And your mantra for today is, I am enough. And I just want you to continue to repeat that. Knowing that you are enough, that you are beautiful, that you are loving, you are kind, you're strong, passionate, and calm. Let's all take a collective breath as we breathe in. And open mouth, sigh it out. Reach your arms over your head. Stretch your fingers away from your toes. Hook your thumbs. Get your toes longer. And then slowly take your knees over to the side. Take a moment to reflect. And I want you to press up. And I want to finish with a couple rounds of pranayama. Some breath work. So come to a nice seated pose here. Allow the shoulders to relax down your back. I want you to take a nice deep breath as you breathe in and pause. Now breathe in more air and pause. Exhale, pause, exhale again, and pause. Let's try it again. Breathe in, pause, breathe in more air, pause, exhale, pause, exhale again. This round we're going to go 3 counts. Inhale, pause. Inhale again, pause. Inhale again, exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. One more round. Inhale, breathe, pause. Inhale, more breath, pause. Inhale, more breath, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, and pause. Return back to your normal breathing patterns. Notice how you feel. Sweep the arms all the way up, reach up, gathering this healing radiance as you are allowed to reset at this beautiful time in your life. So I hope to see you again on the mat. Please share this video with others that you think need it. Subscribe to the channel and make sure to like this video.
So thank you for practicing with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.